Alright, so now we're going to set this aside. We're going to glue this on after, well, now let's go ahead and glue that on. It's not that big a deal. But what we are going to do, we're going to put about 3 strips of glue here to get going. And it doesn't matter where you start from, so you just pick one. What I would suggest doing is doing it upside down like this so you can kind of see where you're going with it, and line that bottom tab up. Then you can get inside and press with your fingers. Might be good too to maybe make sure you pre-bend your pieces there, so that it'll come all the way around and bend for you. And then you can take them inside with your fingers and press in. And I'm just going to follow around again, looking on the inside, make sure I'm lined up pretty good. You can use the lines. You can see the brickwork on the tower, the stonework I mean. You can kind of use those as a gauge to kind of keep yourself in line as well. This piece here is the piece that will allow it to sit on top of the level below. We're going to put some more on here. The reason I only put about 3 on here is because this stuff tacks up and dries pretty quick, and I don't want it to get too dry. And you can stick your finger in it. I don't want it to get too dry on me to where that this piece is liable to come off at a later date. Because if you wait too long and your glue dries up, it may tack to it, but it may also come loose at a later date because it doesn't have the bond that it needs. Okay, the last 2 pieces on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put some up here on this. So that I can glue that on when I get around there. Alright. So there is your connector ring on the bottom there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and put our support pieces on there. I'm going to do this upside down, kind of tack them on there, and then I'll pick them up and kind of push from the inside. So that, let's see, let's probably need to zoom in a little bit on this so that you can see more about what I'm doing here. That should get it. Alright, see what we're going to do. This is where they go. They go just like that. So we're going to go ahead and put them on there. And I'm going to actually put the glue on these. You can see here, I've got the glue on these. I got out of frame, I'm sorry. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of push it on there a little bit. Put a little bit of extra glue on these because where you're pushing in on them, you want to make sure that your glue makes contact with the tower. let that glue set up a little bit, sitting right there. Before I pick it up and push in on it. You guys can see this good. This will ensure that your top pieces are square, and the top piece, the top of the tower will rest right on top of these. Okay, 3 more to go. This is a very cool tower. When you get it done, it's impressive looking. I don't know if I mentioned it before. There's also a ruined top option that he has done, and I will probably try to get to that, to do that. So that I can show you that afterwards. There are also some other options with the ladders and the opening floor pieces. I still have to do the stairs, even once I finish the tower. I'm going to go back and do the stairs, and then I'll show you the whole thing completely put together. And the last one. So now I'm going to take and go back around, kind of push at the top edge, try to get that glue to tack up in there. And if you find that it's pulled away from the top edge, just take, I've done this before on other models, just take and run you a little bead right around there, just kind of push it up and hold it for a second until it tacks up. Go ahead and do that on a couple of these. Try not to get too much glue in there. And that'll give it a chance to tack up across there. Now, you may not have to go all the way across, but I'm going to. Okay, now that I've got that, I'm going to go back. Hold on to it. Might have to wipe some of the excess glue off. Now you'll see how it's holding there now.